What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the one and only The Fragrance Fraternity. I appreciate you spending some time with me today. Hope you're feeling good, hope you're smelling good, and today we're going to be talking about fragrances that offer a lot of value. I try to bring topics to you guys that are actually useful. You know, a lot of these lists, they can kind of get lost in the shuffle, but today we're talking about value, work hard for your money. I want to bring you some stuff that's going to be worth coughing up that coin for, that's going to be actually worth that price tag, in my opinion. Hopefully you guys feel the same. Let me know. All the fragrances will be listed below. Like and subscribe. You guys know what to do. Let's get it started here with Montblanc Legend, the Odaparfam. Guys, if you can't see the bottle, don't worry. It's going to be in the description. The table is back per popular request. So I'm going to use the table for now. That seems to be what you guys want me to do. Anyway, this is still the best Montblanc fragrance, in my opinion, on the market. Absolutely stunning, guys. If you just want one fragrance, you know, you're not into this whole artistry thing that, you know, maybe some of us are, you know, the way that we are, and you just want something practical, something that is going to work all year round, that's not going to cost you a ton of money. Maybe you're looking for a gift for a younger fellow in your life. Montblanc Legend Odaparfam is just a fantastic choice. It could be your signature scent. It was my signature scent. The Eau de Toilette was for many years, and it did very well for me. I think it will do well for you as well. So how does it smell? Let's get to that. So, you know, there is a kind of a comparison to Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce and Parfum Sommelier Percival. It is kind of in that style, but this is actually a richer and deeper, more complex scent profile. There's more going on than Fierce. You know, Fierce is a more basic scent profile than this. Still aromatic, still beautiful, still has a very clean type of elegance to it. However, it is woven with some nice mossy kind of earthy tones going on, as well as a nice kind of apple fruitiness on the top. So it adds complexity, it adds depth to that scent profile. That scent profile may be, you know, a little bit basic for some at this point where we are in fragrance, but this really refines it and takes it up a notch. And the price that you can get this for versus the scent profile, the overall performance is pretty solid, above average, not beast, but pretty good. And if, you know, wearing fragrance to impress the ladies is something that you're interested in, this is definitely one that I've gotten many a compliment with and has done really well for me. Probably will do pretty well for you too if you take care of yourself at least a little bit, right? So Montblanc Legend, the Eau de Parfum, I think this one's going to do very well for you guys if you enjoy that kind of modernized, classic, clean, not quite fougere, but, you know, woody aromatic, more so scent profile. All right, let's go to this next one. This next one's going to be a musky fragrance from the house of Hermes. I'm shocked at the price that you can get this coming from a, you know, quote-unquote luxury house like Hermes. This is H24. This is the Eau de Toilette. There are some flankers. You could really go with any of them. Get your nose, figure out which one works best for you. This is going to be the cheapest one because it came out first, and I think this is still my favorite one. It's the most effervescent, the brightest of the bunch. Again, you could wear this all year round, even in the summer. It is classic. It is musky. It is metallic. It is something you could wear as a business professional and pull off really well. This communicates a sort of elegance to me, a sort of put togetherness that maybe some other scents don't. It's not necessarily, you know, as playful and fun and overly sweet as some fragrances have become as the trend kind of is going these days with designers. No, this is something a little bit more refined, and I got to give props to Hermes for creating a new scent profile really that we haven't seen before, when so much of what's coming out today is just more of the same, unfortunately. But Hermes H24, unbelievable for the price you can get it at. I don't know exactly what the price is right now, but I remember last time I looked, it was under $50, maybe under $40, and the quality is phenomenal. Great performance too, definitely above average performance for me at least. If you want something a little bit different, try this one out first. I don't think it's blind buy safe. It's a little bit on the musky side, so maybe a little bit different than what you're used to, but H24 is a fantastic option. I gotta speed this up a little bit. All right, let's go to my next one here. This is gonna be a new acquisition. I haven't talked about this on the channel yet. This is from the house of Lalique. This is called Glorious Indigo. And you might think by looking at this blue bottle that it's gonna be an aquatic type fresh fragrance, and it's not that at all, actually. This is a very woody, spicy, and slightly resinous fragrance, and a little bit more of, you know, someone who's a little bit further along in their journey of perfumery. This is something that may interest you. I was looking for an alternative to Tom Ford's Ebony Fumé, and shout out to Monica Cologne. She suggested this one, and I ended up getting it. You can get this for under $70, so about half the price of the Tom Ford. It's going to get you in a very similar ballpark. The quality is no slouch here. This is kind of a Lalique's upper tier, you know, higher end line. Some really nice natural perfumery going on here. The way it wears, you can tell this has some quality, and this blend is very smooth and overall just really well done. Not sure who the perfumer is, but whoever it is did a fantastic job here with Glorious Indigo. Also reminds me of another fragrance here that I have, just to show you guys. This is excellent value as well. This is kind of a 2-for-1. This is going to be Billie Eilish #2. Now this is marketed for women, but do not let that throw you. This is a very woody and spicy fragrance and leans masculine to my nose. I wear this with no problem. And I've talked to several ladies as well, and they also confirm that yes, to their nose, this does lean a little bit masculine. Of course, there's no technical gender in perfumery, but you know, there is something to asking a bunch of people, and if a bunch of people say it leans masculine, then all of a sudden there is gender in perfumery, right? So that's kind of the case here, just because it is so woody and spicy. And you get a bit of a ginger blast here in the Lalique as well. So either one of these guys is going to be really good value for money. If you want a slightly higher quality version, you can go with the Lalique. It's maybe like twice the price, but you could definitely tell the difference. But this Billie Eilish one is excellent, and I wear it still and will continue to wear it even though I have this Lalique now. I think they're both quite excellent, and they do a similar scent profile, which is quite unique and different than most stuff out there. I've tried a good amount of fragrances these days, and nothing quite like that really struck me in that woody, spicy kind of resinous category. That's not something I usually go for, so really happy with that. I think you will be too if you get your nose on that one. All right, next one up we have is from Italian house Trussardi Riflesso, a very underrated house, and this is kind of their take on something that's similar to La Nuit de l'Homme. Now, it's not trying to be an inspired fragrance or anything. It just kind of comes across that way, but it's a little bit classier than La Nuit de l'Homme, a little bit more grown up. It's kind of like La Nuit de l'Homme's dad in a way. It doesn't have cardamom, surprisingly, but it does have a nice touch of aromatics, and it's kind of an oriental fougere, so it's got some spices going on as well. I get pretty decent performance here. You can usually get this under $40. I like this classic style flacon, I guess you could consider this. And this is something that you could wear dressed up or down. It can be in a more formal situation, it can be in a business casual situation, it can be just in a t-shirt. Not something I really see being for like the 30 and under crowd. This is definitely something, it's actually a pretty new fragrance in terms of, you know, the overall game. I think 2016 or 2018 is when this came out, so it wasn't that long, but it does have kind of like a throwback style to it a bit. So if you like La Nuit de l'Homme and you want maybe an alternative, something that you could wear a little bit more dressed up, and something that kind of goes more towards the Italian classic style of perfumery, you can check out Trussardi Riflesso. I'm a big fan of this one, and I wear it to work and get a lot of enjoyment out of it. If you like the kind of spicy oriental fragrances and you're a fan of La Nuit de l'Homme, this is definitely another one to check out that's kind of in that same style. All right, next one up is also a recently newer acquisition. Under $40 you can get this one. This is called Kenzo Aqua. I believe I bought this on either Beauty Liver or a fragrance for under $40. And the thing that got me interested in this one is being compared to 1 Million Lucky, which is one of my favorite designer fragrances on the market. And although this doesn't smell exactly like 1 Million Lucky, I know what people are talking about. It has this sort of sweetness that 1 Million Lucky does. It has a creaminess and a nuttiness. Not the same way that 1 Million Lucky does, but it has something that will remind you of it. Tonka bean sweetness, a bit creamy, and it's not necessarily aquatic, so that's one thing that kind of threw a lot of people on this is the name Aqua, and they're expecting something, you know, very light blue, very much, you know, ozonic, watery, maybe a cologne note, something, you know, aquatic and marine perhaps even, but no, this is not that. This is a creamy tonka bean. It's kind of got that fresh and sweet combo. It's kind of also got, you know, that dryer sheet freshness type of smell when you just do a fresh load of laundry and your t-shirt smells really clean. It's got that going. But if you like sweet designers at all, this is definitely one you should get your nose on. Fantastic performance to me. Crazy good value for money. I've gotten a lot of enjoyment wearing this one in the summer in the heat. Even though it is sweet, you can wear it in the heat and it still works really well. Man, the Japanese, they know how to make some good products, and they absolutely crushed it with Kenzo Aqua. Really enjoying this one. If you like sweet designers, this is one that you should definitely check out. It's under $40. Great performance, great smell. I mean, it's hard to beat. All right, next one up is going to be in a slightly higher price category. I believe I got this for right under $70. This is Nishane's Saffron Colonise, a very interesting fragrance, guys. One of the only leather fragrances that I have found that you can wear in the summer. It's combined beautifully with a bunch of different citrus, so it really livens up the scent profile, and it gives it really a nice brightness and ease of use and a casual nature about it. Although it does have this saffron, which, you know, smells like a suede leather almost. Very classy, very elegant, day or night, but you could really wear this in the daytime as a suede fragrance, and that is something I have not yet to find anywhere else. Fantastic quality from the House of Nishane, as you know, they have top tier perfumery going on there. If you know anything about this brand, you know they are solid. And for under $70 for 100 ml of a fragrance that you could get a lot of use out of, you could wear it professionally, but also quite different than anything I've tried, and really combines two, you know, opposite elements in such a artistic way. Really, this is artistry in perfumery at the highest form. Really, this is Saffron Colonise, guys. Definitely check out a sample of this one if you're interested in a leather fragrance that really shines in the summer, which is really odd to think about, but they pulled it off here and it works. It's really stunning. It's phenomenal. All right, next one up is a cheapie that I have gone back to lately, and I just I've kind of been going through and selling some of my cheapies, and this is definitely one that I'm holding on to. This is Coolwater Wave. This is their take on Invictus Aqua. There was a time, I believe it's the 200 ml, you could get these for under $30, and as you can see, guys, I put a good dent into this. I still really enjoy this. It takes that original green Coolwater, marine type smell, green Irish tweed-esque type smell, but it infuses it with Invictus Aqua, so it adds that, sweet undertone that Invictus Aqua complement beast that it is, and it infuses that in here. So the combination of the two, the old and the new, coming together, and this is just such a pleasant wear. It just makes me happy when I smell it, puts me in a good mood, and really for under $30 with this much fragrance, it's just an enjoyable wear. It may just put you in a good mood when you wear it, just like it does for me. And something that if you're looking for a gift for someone in your life, maybe like a nephew or someone just getting the fragrance, this is a fantastic place to start, and I think they're going to be very, very happy with it and get a lot of use out of it. And they could wear it to school or whatever they're doing. All right, just a couple more here. Now time for something a little bit different. I'm actually shocked that this is going to be the best value of all of these. And it's one of those rare situations in life when you actually get a lot more than what you pay for. So this is going to be Jacques Fath. This is Tempe Attar. There are several in this line, and they tend to stay on clearance under $30, I believe $22 for these 50 mLs. And the quality is fantastic. This does not smell cheap. This is a niche fragrance brand using good oils, very strong magnetic cap, good performance here. This one is a little bit different. You can also go with Vers Sue, which is maybe going to be a little bit more mass appealing. They have a couple of others. Perfumed by Cecile Zarokian, who is world renowned. She did a great job here too. This kind of is one that I'm really excited to wear in the fall season coming up. It does smell like a leaf, kind of like the smell of the leaves that have fallen off the tree. It's got this earthiness about it, but that is combined with a sugary type of sprinkle on top, a bit lactonic, a bit milky, little of that sugary vibe coming in with the earthiness of those leaves in the autumn. So this will really remind you of the autumn season. It is quite different. It is interesting, unique, something for somebody who's just bored of the same old. You want something to stand out a little bit, that you could get really great enjoyment out of it, especially coming up in the fall weather if you're looking for something to get on your radar to sample before the fall season hits. This is Tempe Attar. I got this for $22, guys. I don't know how. It's really a blessing, so thankful to own it. Let me know if you guys have tried Tempe Attar, what you guys think about it. It's definitely going to be a little bit more polarizing. If you're into earthy scents, check this one out. Not everybody is into, very kind of earthy and those kind of autumn leaf scents. I'm thinking also replica autumn vibes in that vein, but I actually prefer this one to it. All right, just two more here. This is going to be Goldfield and Banks Purple Suede. Now, a little bit on the more expensive side of things that we've covered. This is going to be $100. But again, I believe that the quality and the blend and just what you're getting here is a great value, even at the $100 mark. This is kind of a take on ombre leather, but it's mixed with this beautiful lavender note that gives it a freshness, gives it a brightness to it, and makes it more wearable in more situations. You could even pull this off in the daytime. Love the blend here. This has class, elegance written all over it. You can wear this with a leather jacket, go out, and you're going to smell phenomenal, and people are going to be wondering what you're wearing because this is on another level of perfumery, guys. Goldfield and Banks is known for using a lot of naturals in their fragrance, so you're going to get high quality oil from this Australian house. Big fan of theirs. I think they are offering crazy good value as far as just houses that offer big value. Goldfield and Banks is definitely near the top, and I'm looking forward to trying more from them. They have several great offerings. Purple Suede for you leather lovers, that you want something a little bit wearable, something that isn't super animalic and abrasive and isn't overly challenging, but still has a good dose of that leather in there. Check out Purple Suede by Goldfield and Banks. All right, last one, guys. This is going to be Attar. This is Khaltat Night. A little bit of something, a little bit of everything. A little bit of something for everyone. All right. So this is going to be a take on Angel Share. It's got that kind of sweetness and definitely more of a nighttime fragrance. It's got a bit of cherry in there as well, a bit of apple. It's kind of got this apple cherry pie vibe going on with a bunch of cinnamon on top as well. So a spicy from that cinnamon, but also it's got this nice fruity sweetness underneath with a nice gourmand edge. And it's kind of got that, winter time dessert type of edge too with the Angel Share. Not quite as boozy as Angel Share, which is actually why I prefer this one. But, if a cinnamon cherry apple pie sounds like something that you would want to wear, this is definitely a great one to go with. Also kind of reminds me of the smell of the cinnamon apple Yankee candle. So if you're a fan of the way that those smell, you can kind of get an idea of what this is going to be. So Attar Khaltat Night. And this one, performance is fantastic. So way above average here. It's going to last me, 8 to 12 hours from my experience. Probably will for you as well. So definitely one to wear more as we approach fall and maybe, summer nights. Definitely not during the day in the heat. This is not appropriate for that necessarily. But again, wear whatever you want, whenever you want. It's just a recommendation. All right, those are the 10 for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know if you guys think about that these are a good value. What would be your value pick if you had to recommend someone good bang for buck for their fragrance? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I appreciate your time at the Fragrance Fraternity. Keep smelling great out there, and we'll catch you next time. Keep the positivity going. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Peace out.